30 years ago, in a town recovering from war, a businessman gazes admiringly at his new pair of shoes. This pair is hand-stitched, each thread intricately woven into real leather. This pair is made by a pleasant young shoemaker named Jake. Jake lives in a cozy mud brick hut a couple of kilometers from town. Every Monday, he strolls into town with his rucksack full of shoes for sale. He greets passerbys with a friendly salute and a winning smile. Upon seeing a baby, he makes funny faces until a half smile creeps across the baby's face. The world loves Jake, and Jake loves the world. One Monday afternoon, as Jake was strolling home, he places his leg on an abandoned landmine. Boom! The landmine explodes, and so does Jake's right leg. Why? He howls with anguish. Passerbys rush to help him with towels hurriedly placed by his knee. An old woman cleans his gory wound and bandages it up tightly. Jake survives. However, his pleasantness turns to suffering. With a depressed spirit, he resigns from making shoes and wails away in his seemingly tiny mud brick home. The following Monday afternoon, the businessman arrives in the shoe market, eager to buy a pair of shoes from his favorite shoemaker. After 15 calm minutes, his excitement turns to impatience. Where is Jake the shoemaker? He questions a nearby seller. Upon receiving directions, he roars off to find Jake. With a sympathetic gaze, he watches as Jake wipes a lone tear from his cheek. He cannot bear to see Jake this way. He resolves to change Jake's attitude. The businessman has noticed handicapped people playing seated volleyball in the local gym. Seated volleyball matches normal volleyball in skill and stamina. Only seated volleyball has the net closer to the ground, and handicapped people who are unable to use their legs play it. The businessman urges Jake to try playing seated volleyball just once. After several attempts to convince Jake, he reluctantly agrees and tries playing. As Jake watches the men playing volleyball, he's amazed at the determination that sparkles in their eyes. He admired the look of resilience they wore on their faces. He gawked at the strength of their muscles. These men gave everything they had to enjoy the game of volleyball. He wanted to be around these people. From that day, Jake attended every volleyball practice. Inspired by his teammates' acceptance and appreciation for their lives, he considered everything he still had in his life. He still had his quick mind. He still had his youthful physique. He still had his winning smile. He still had his skilled craftsmanship. And most importantly, he could still have his pleasant attitude. Without a change in circumstance, Jake's attitude changed. He never forgot this important life lesson. 30 years later, Jake finished reading a bedtime story to his children. He ended the story with a moral. I cannot change the fact that I only have one leg. I cannot change the fact that I am unable to do certain things. I cannot change the inevitable. However, I can choose to accept it. I can choose to appreciate everything I have. I can take charge of my attitude. And so can you. We have a choice every day as to the attitude we will embrace that day. So I leave you tonight with, what attitude will you embrace today? Thank you.